Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Ascension. In today's episode, we'll be building a gold farm. We already have our beacon, but we kind of lack the things that we need to actually use the beacon. So we'll be setting up gold farm to get the gold blocks and starting on the slime farm. We'll outline it and then we'll get some progress done on digging out. We have a good progress one today, so stay tuned. So we're just about ready to go to the gold farm. Everything's here. We'll just be using a normal layered farm. Instead of the typical 3-layer farm that like videos like Shulkercraft use, we'll just be using a 4-tiered farm. I think the extra layer will help with the drops and it won't significantly add any resources. The main holdup right here is that we won't be using looting for the drops. We'll just be relying on the passive loot table. And so yeah, and we also won't be relying on player aggression, so it will be a little bit slower because the zombie pigmen don't get the extra charge speed. If we go over to the other side here, we can see the area I have picked out. It's just another waste biome, of course. Don't want the hoglings to spawn, and don't really want endermen either. The magma blocks, of course, block the piglings from spawning, so it's only the zombie pig thing. We'll just go off to the side over here for a little bit. Doesn't really matter. This isn't super reliant on the chunks either, so we don't really need to worry about that. Something with like a zombie aggression farm, where you actually have angry zombie pigmen that you like hit with a snowball or something to get them going, then you might need to worry about chunks because the spawn radius for mobs is actually based on the chunk and not based strictly on the number of blocks. That's their radius. The 128 block radius is based on the chunks. I think it's also a hard cutoff limit. Not entirely sure. Anyway, we won't be having to worry about this since it's just a simple turtle egg fall down to their deaths kind of simple design. All we need are about 2 stacks of gold blocks. That's literally all we need. And then we can just ignore this until we need a lot more gold for something else and build a better one then. So here, this layout with the hoppers should catch everything just fine. Just having them filtering. Most of the drops will be going to the middle row, and so I put all of the side bits onto the side chests, so hopefully that evens out the flow a little bit. And then yeah, we just need to go up 23 blocks exactly. And if I remember correctly, I messed this up by 1 block, and later I have to push down the hoppers, but that's not a huge deal. We'll catch that in the tests here in a little bit. But once we get to 23 blocks, I actually counted right the first time, then we'll just build a little 5x5 loop around the central 3x3 area, because we'll be putting the turtle egg in the center and putting trapdoors around it. For those of you that haven't built a farm like this before, all we have to do is put the turtle egg behind some trapdoors. The zombie pigmen want to run up and jump on it. They think that they can walk through to the egg because of the old trapdoor trick where they don't realize that it's open. And yeah, I think they just fall to their deaths. And then we collect all their stuff. We won't even be bothering filtering out raw and fleshing swords in this design just because it's so temporary. I'll build the layers and then I'll get back with you. Okay, so we just finished the first layer, and now we're ready to put in the first turtle eggs. So the main trick here is to not accidentally jump on the turtle eggs. If you do that, they'll break a course and then you'll be sad. So um, after we put in the turtle egg, we can put in the trapdoors. I have some trapdoors here, 32. Um, I think you technically need a couple more for that thing. I'll just craft those out whatever wood I've brought later. Doesn't really matter. And here, the easy trick that you can do is you can just place it on the like upper half of the block, and then they'll go the right way, as opposed to something like this, where if you place it the wrong way. Yeah, see, if you place it along the edge there, then here, it lines up flush. So you don't have to like build a layer of blocks. You can just place the trapdoors on top of each other. Way easier. Um, then yeah, we'll just build this up. Don't really want to hurt myself with the magma blocks. You can, to avoid this, you can just drink a fire resistance potion. I was just being cheap and stingy, so I didn't bother crafting fire resistance potions. But yeah, it's probably easier if you're okay with crafting the extra potion. And that's the last layer. So we're ready to put in our last turtle egg, but first I want to start off with the roof. So this roof, I know it seems scary to build a wooden roof in the nether because gas, but the whole point is so gas don't spawn. And all we need to do for that is to make sure there's no 3x3 areas. And so here we'll start off with um, just a little simple cross, and we'll just go with um, what would you call that pattern? Um, concentric rings, but they're squares because Minecraft. So we'll go with a concentric not rings shape here, and that'll make it so there's no 3x3 areas, and it looks cooler. Not that really matters, but it makes me feel good. I'm carefully using top slabs, as you can see here, just to prevent the spawning. They can spawn on any full block that's not transparent or otherwise mob proof. Um, yeah, I'll just copy this over. And we're almost done. The last turtle egg is put in, and I just need a couple more trapdoors. As you can see here, it's a little bit sad using like dark oak wood with the regular oak, but whatever, I can't be bothered. And once this is done, we'll clean up and then just open all the trapdoors, and it should be functional. Okay, I'll bring you guys back in once this is all cleaned up and all the trapdoors are put away. Okay, and that's it done. As long as our test goes well, we should be able to use this reliably. I just need a couple more building blocks since we don't have elytra yet. Unfortunately, oh hey, first one. Since we don't have elytra yet, we'll have to just build a tower to get up to a AFK spot. And I mean that's a little bit of a pain, and an elytra would be nice, but I just want to get the beacon this episode. So we'll use some of our emergency block supply and just tower up to about 92 blocks above. It doesn't have to be that specific, but that's a good radius for um, making sure that all the mobs are loaded without loading too many of the um, spawnable spaces um, below the bedrock ceiling. At 92 blocks above it, hanging, well, above the top of this farm, I should say. The farm itself, since it's 4 layers tall, that's 3 blocks each layer, and then we have another 23, 24 blocks of drop. So that's all in all about 48 blocks. So we just want to make sure we're in the 128 block limit, and putting ourselves about 92 blocks above keeps us right at about there. And this is 92 blocks from the top, like bottom of the top platform. That should make it so that we only load in, and you'll see that I stopped a little bit shy here, I will stop a little bit shy here just to be on the safe side. Really don't want the mobs instantly despawning like a block or two before they die and give us all their stuff. That would be pretty silly, honestly. Okay, so nether roof is at 128, so we are about 105 blocks away from it. So we'll be loading about like 23 blocks of the underside of the nether, but that's fine. So I'll run a quick little test, AFK for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll see if it works. Okay, and that was about 10 hours, maybe a little bit less, of AFK. Just left it overnight, came back to it, and let's see what we've got. The 10-minute test went well, so I just went ahead and decided to do the overnight session without recording another bit. Yeah, let's see. No zombie pigmen right now. I don't know how I feel about that, but oh man, that is a lot of stuff that wasn't getting picked up. So we definitely AFK'd long enough. I mean, if we didn't even pick up everything, then that's a great time stop. Wow, inventory instantly filled up. We'll just pitch all the wrong flesh. I mean, technically we could sell it to like clerics or something, but I don't really want to be bothered. We'll be making a rig farm soon enough, and I don't even think that we need villagers a ton right now. We definitely need them a little bit, but not enough to justify saving all the wrong flesh. It's a pain. So I'll go ahead and get this all set up and crafted, and let's see what we got. Okay, and this is the last of the major pieces of gold, and that's over 2 stacks. I think with 2.5 stacks that'll be plenty for building our beacon base. So I'm just gonna clear out the rest of this wrong flesh, get out of our system, and then we'll go ahead and build the beacon base and bring you back in there. And we're just heading over to the slime farm area. That's what I wanted the beacon for this whole time. It was just to be able to clear out an area for slime farming, because to make better clearing methods like TNT dupers and perimeter exploding machines and all the other machines that we want to build, we just need a slime farm first. And in order to do that, this is part of why I picked out this specific location, was because there's a quag slime chunk here. I marched down the area, so let's see here. You can tell right in the middle left of the screen there's that chunk, and in the solid parentheses or brackets, that's what they're called, brackets, you can see the 1500, and that's the chunk boundaries. We're looking at the numbers just below it where it says chunk, 625 for negative 260, and we're going to mark out a 4 chunk area, or 2 by 2 chunk area with a 3 block perimeter around it. The 3 blocks extra just helps with making sure all spawns get funneled into that area. There's some really good technical reasons for why that works that I won't get into right now. But yes, before we build the beacon, we want to just mark out where it's going to go exactly. And I'm just using those brackets right here. And we kind of need a distinctive block to make this work, so I'm gold. Why not? We have plenty of it. Should have more than enough for building the beacon. So, yeah, let me just mark this out. It's just a matter of checking the coordinates, making sure I'm right on the edge of the chunk. You can also turn on chunk boundaries for this, but I wanted to showcase this other method too of just using the numbers. And yeah, well, I'll just get this all sketched out and bring it back in. And there it is. Okay, haste 2, and I press the X. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, haste 2. Haste 2. Check mark. Boom. There it is. Nice. Okay, not gonna lie. I kind of forgot how amazing this was. And it was probably a good thing, because otherwise it would have been torture. Just thinking about how I could be instantly mining this block. But now that we have this, yeah, it's time. It's time to just dig it out. Yeah, I'm honestly more excited to just start digging than I probably should be, but this is just so nice. Deep slate is going to be a huge pain, but yeah, I'm just checking right now, going down to check if slimes have spawned. I have been doing this for a while now, and it's making me a little anxious because we haven't actually found a single slime yet down here in my little test area. I mean, admittedly, it's not very big, but I mean, if chunk base is wrong, I don't know why they would be, but if chunk base is wrong, this is going to be a pretty sad waste of time. We'll still be able to use it. I mean, we could make like a perimeter corner here or something, but yeah. I mean, we would still then have the problem of getting slime. Oh, look at that. Just randomly find diamonds because just insta mining this level for fun. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's RNG saying you're in the right place, bud. Maybe this actually will spawn slimes. Or maybe it won't with their skull phenomenon. Maybe if we say that it won't, then it actually will. Okay, either way though, I'll be at this. Bring you back in if anything fun happens. Speaking of few fun things happening, there's this guy. I hardly ever see any spider jockeys, but not, let alone like one with such snazzy armor. Okay, yeah, I just thought that was cool. The guy was shooting me, and it was like, I can't kill you till I get this on camera. Okay. And this is what we've got so far. BHH is expanding very nicely. It's it's so much digging. I've officially got sick of insta-mine digging. Not like sick of like digging instantly, but like sick of digging this hole. So, and there's still like well over half to go. because not only do we have like this whole Instamine section, like I've got the edges thoroughly chewed off, but after we get down to that section, then we have Deep Sleep, and Deep Sleep is not Instamine. So, I'll just be chipping away at this over future episodes because there's a number of things we can do before we go slime farming. Speak of which, is going to the end. We actually have between these and the others back at main camp, we actually have enough ender pearls to go to the end now. That was my big hold up, and yeah, we're there. So next episode, right after this, we'll be going to the end. We'll figure out exactly where the stronghold is, because I'm not entirely sure. And I missed that. And we'll fight the end dragon. That should be pretty easy. I have pretty good gear. I'll pull out my sharpness sword for that, of course. And we might even use the bed method, the speedrunner way. I've never done that before, and it seems kind of fun to try out. You can always just go kill the Ender Dragon, whatever. But yeah, I want to try the bed method. But either way, okay. So next episode, we'll be going to the end. But that's all that we have time for today's episode. So if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe and do the YouTube thing. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.